This is a Jayco bunkhouse 25 BHS 2011. We got it in pretty decent condition. They kind of did a lousy job patching a patch, which I fixed. Otherwise, I haven't had really any issues with this camper so far. The Jackknife sofa actually doesn't feel too bad, but you can't recline in it, anything like that. Robin would really like to have a recliner. In our Geo Pro, we had made a recliner kind of thing for the mattress. And I think in this one, we're going to go ahead and change to a recliner sofa or theater seating. So I'm going to pull this out real quick. It shouldn't be too hard. We'll see how bad it is here in a moment. Let's go ahead and take a look. So as you can see, the sofa is actually in really good condition. As you can see, I already took one out here. It's just the little wing nut. Let's go ahead and get it off of these. That was missing. So let's go to this side. And so it's got this little plate. So actually I could just leave that on, just turn it like that. And now the whole thing will just come off. I'm going to take this off right here. Removing the seats from the frame is probably the most direct approach on this. Don't worry about taking these screws out right now. Take the nuts off each side, and then the bottom just comes off. And then on the back, you can see I got one of the nuts off. You got 4 nuts. You got 2 nuts on each side, and then this will just come off. So you got 4 screws on each side, and then you can just pull the frame off. In here, on this side, a screw here and there somewhere, and then over here we got 2 screws to pull out there to get the wood frame off. This I am leaving. I think this is glued on both sides because I don't see any screws, and I know if I try to take it off, there's a chance that I could rip the paper finish off, and it looks like this is probably a laminate as well, and I just don't want to risk that. I've got enough room. I can leave these. The new sofa is 68.5, so it will fit with these little guys in there. It wouldn't fit with the 2x2 framing that the sofa set on. That made it too narrow to fit the sofa, so I had to take those out. But I can leave these little ones, and we should have enough clearance, and then I don't have to worry about it messing up the finish if they're glued to that. So now we're going to start carrying all this into the trailer. So my first impressions, it seems pretty decent. The mechanisms seem pretty heavy and sturdy. Now the whole thing weighs about 230 pounds, but my concerns is I have to figure out how to actually fasten it so it can't move. It gave me fasteners, but they're not going to work in my situation. The other concern is the way the seats attached to the center console is kind of Mickey Mouse, but it feels sturdy enough when you're in it. After sitting in it for a little bit, it does actually feel very sturdy. We've got plenty of compartments, and this is really deep. Look how deep that is. So it's got one on each side. You've got the center compartment, the drawer. All that feels really pretty decent. It actually does feel pretty sturdy. I still kind of wish that these connected a little bit more sturdily together, but when you're sitting in it, it doesn't feel to be wobbly. And now that we've set in a little bit, I mean, it's so heavy. It's not like it, I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm not sure that I need to worry about anchoring it. There was just enough room. It just fit with that wood in there. There's about a 1/4 inch clearance on each side. We got it on Amazon, and I will put a link to it on my site, thejohnnyoshow.com/shopping. So at this point, it seems like it's a pretty good piece of furniture. It's got plenty of space if you're a larger person. It seems more comfortable than a lot of the theater seating we tried out in these, $50,000 to $80,000 RVs. I think, generally, as long as it holds up, most people would be happy with this. It seems like a really good piece of furniture. So that's my review so far. And I'm not sure if I'm going to have to worry about fastening it down. It is fairly heavy. And when we were traveling, there was one time I had to slam on my brakes and nothing moved in this camper, even light stuff that we didn't have necessarily fastened. Nothing flew out of, like, the medicine cabinet didn't fly open and everything come out of it or any of that. Things just don't move as much in this camper like they do in a smaller camper like the Geo Pros. So it may just be fine sitting here just like that. We will find out, I guess, on our trip to New Mexico.